Fast Lanes Entertainment. This bowling alley got on my mind as it has a roller coaster in the back with a python pit. But what else does this park offer? And given that the price is always a concern with family entertainment centers, how affordable is it? Find out in this review. When entering, you're greeted with a large amount of overpriced video games. These are new and seem popular enough, but seem to be between $2 to $5 per play, which is a bit on par with other arcades nowadays, but just wasn't worth it for me to really try too many. There is laser tag, as well as 2 separate bowling alleys. On the day I visited, these were packed, as the park was offering a $20 special for unlimited bowling, laser tag, and the play gym. This seems to be a special for holidays if you're looking to take advantage of it. As you move more towards the back of the building, there's an area with attractions. The bumper cars were pretty weak. The spinning was dizzying, but the bumps were pretty much nothing, and the cars were a little bit hard to steer. The play structure also looked really big and nice for kids, though at $8 a person, it is a bit much. Python Pit is a solid kiddie coaster, and being able to get so close to the ceiling really makes it feel extra tall. Then you have some nice rocking on this coaster, especially in the valley after the first drop, which is decent for a kiddie coaster, and more rocking on the final quasi-bunny hills into the station. The Helix offered little laterals towards the front, but strong laterals more towards the back. Despite riding with full trains on both my rides, this coaster did sit idle for most of my visit, as I only saw it cycle really one time when I wasn't on it. Part of this was it was an upcharge from the special of the day, which meant despite the large crowds, people just weren't interested in riding it. They also rotated operators with the bumper cars, so you might need to wait for an operator to finish up over there before they'd come over and let you on Python Pit. The more confusing aspect of this park was the price. Something that you need to pay attention to for all family entertainment centers, as the business model really is to overcharge you. I'd check on their Facebook page to see if they are offering any daily special, as none are really listed on the website. For the coaster, I got a $20 game card so that I could do the coaster twice and bumper cars once. Even though these attractions are listed at $6 a piece, when I went to ride the coaster a second time, I came up $1 short. And then when I added $1 to my card, or I thought I did, I still came up a few cents short. The operator was really nice and let me ride anyways without charging me, which seemed to be the general standard with the various employees that I interacted with, in that they'd be a mixture of chill and understanding to ensure that guests had the best possible time while here. I think they charge a card fee for activating the card a first time, like a lot of places do nowadays, but I'm still not sure why this became an issue. So you'll need to put about $22 or maybe just over $21 on a card to do what I wanted to do. Again, despite these attractions being listed at only $6 a piece. With video games being expensive as well, a pay-per-play option can get expensive really fast, and just likely isn't as enjoyable as maybe it should be. The bowling is a bit more reasonable if you go before 5 p.m., as you can pay per person, but after 5 p.m. it can get more expensive with having to pay per lane. And these aren't super cheap prices, at $32 to $49 per lane, depending on which bowling alley you choose, and if you come before or after 5, or on the weekends. Again, I would check to see if they're offering some type of special, as otherwise it likely is a bit too expensive to really try to do a lot here. Overall, how good is Fast Lanes Entertainment? This place did have good vibes as a bowling alley, with a bunch of things for kids and families to do. The bumper cars, play gym, and coaster are enjoyable enough and complement the overall atmosphere. But the price can be a bit high, which again is common for these types of places. But more than that, it can be a bit confusing to understand the pricing as well. They do seem to offer reasonable specials, but you do have to hunt for these, it seems. Despite how nice the staff were, I rank this as one of the weaker family entertainment centers, largely due to its higher and more confusing price point. Others will have unlimited wristbands for between $40 to $60, which, granted, is more than I spent here, but this just helps make the experience feel a bit more well-rounded and enjoyable, especially if I want to do everything at a park. The coaster is a neat experience, so if you're looking to stop for a quick coaster ride, it should be nice for that. But as a larger family experience, I do have some hesitations. What has your experience been at Fast Lanes Entertainment? Have you found any good specials to make the experience more enjoyable? Let me know, and as always, Kapun Krap.